Hey, good evening, good evening. Welcome to One.On.Poetry. Oh, tonight we have a West Coast superstar, poetic superstar coming into the building to share her wonderful poetry, her powerful poetry, her life, her loves, the whole gambit. Tonight we have the one and only Heather Parker, aka Soul Knowing Energy. Yes, let's get ourselves together here. And I see some people have come in the house already. Wow, they're not playing. They're coming out for heaven. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, our feature is here tonight. I'll put you in just in a second. All right. Let me get everything. I'm waving these to everyone. All right. Tell your friends, everyone. Share this with your friends. Have them come on in. It's gonna be dope. Let me get my. I like this part. I'm a big Tina Marie fan. All right. Yes. But if I didn't say welcome to One.On.Poetry, your host, myself, I'm just getting myself ready and getting everything I need. I'm pulling everything up for Miss Heather because I was running late today for some reason, right? I can make it 7 o'clock and I couldn't make it 10. You know I'm backwards. I'm left-handed in Aquarius. All right. It says I've been logged out. Okay. Y'all gotta forgive me. I gotta get back to where I put up her bio. It's giving me a little difficulty. Heather, I'll be with you in a second. You know, we gotta get this right. I got logged out of WhatsApp for some strange reason. That's where I had all your stuff at. But we're gonna try to find it at other places. Because you did send me your bio and your photos. I think we might be able to find it. I pray. Let's see if this is that. If it's that, okay. I know it's here somewhere, so don't fret, Heather. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Just a little, you know. Yesterday we couldn't even get our show running because Instagram. Let me pull our guest in. Okay, all right, and I can find it while we're talking. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're gonna find. All right, let me see. Accept Heather. All right. So Instagram is trying to work tonight. Let's see if it does. Let's me pull her in. Otherwise, we'll have to bring her in from another source. All right. Heather, let me see if she's on board. Not yet. I'm going to try to pull you in one more time. You know, Instagram is doing what Instagram does. It's Instagramming. Okay. Heather, did you see the invite? All right. I'm going to bring you in. I think this is it. I think we should be able to. Uh-oh, yes. I stayed.
You found me.
Yes. No, you were there all along. I was just looking for your bio because everything shut down over here. We had little problems on the East Coast with our internet and everything. And yesterday we couldn't even do our show. I was being interviewed and the interview just stopped and she couldn't get back on. I couldn't get back on. Everything on Instagram was just frozen. You look wonderful, my dear. Hello.
Hey, thank you. You too.
Welcome to One.On.Poetry. This is such an honor. I got Heather Parker in the building, man. Come on. That deserves another one, man. Oh, Heather. It's been a minute, Heather. I mean,
I know.
I'm trying to pull your bio up from another source because I got booted out of WhatsApp for some reason. You know, everything is going crazy over here on the East Coast, so we're going to get you in. Don't worry. We're going to get everything. I'm agreeing to every term right now, so we should be back up. Uh-oh. She froze, and I hope they're not doing it again to us. Uh-oh. Heather, you're frozen. Come on now. Don't do it tonight. Can you hear me, Heather?
I can hear you.
Okay, because your screen is buffering. I don't know if it's me or you, but as long as you can hear me, we can get this thing done. So Heather, I don't have your bio in front of me because it's not letting me get it. But can you, in your own words, tell the people who is Heather Parker?
I am an anomaly.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
You know, um, I'm a full range human being who has come to love and accept herself more and more. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I did go to college. I intended to teach elementary school. Life did what life does, and like my dad got sick. I ended up taking over his private investigation business.
What?
I know,
What?
random, not random yet. Such a contrast, a huge contrast from teaching elementary school to uh,
Wow. That's all I could say is wow. That is a
wow,
contract. Yeah,
right?
contract. Wow. How,
Yeah,
how, how long did you stay in that profession?
too long, a
Too long.
little bit too long.
Too long. Too long. But not,
Yeah, right. Yeah, what was that? 8 years.
wow.
2007. Yeah,
Wow.
9 years. Um, yeah. So if you're in California and you you need papers served, I'm still licensed because
Wow. It's blowing my mind. Okay, you're buffering again, so
thing, but
don't worry. We're gonna get this right. Right. Instagram cannot win. Are you on your PC or computer?
no, I'm on my phone.
Okay,
Instagram
that's
won't
good. That's
let
good.
me. It won't let me log in.
It won't let you. It
Uh,
won't let you log in.
not
Uh,
from my PC. Mm-mm.
you want to try something because the people are here. So you want to try something. You want to try getting out completely and then coming back in, so we get a better reception.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So sign out, or should I take you out? I'm gonna take you out. All right,
Okay.
and then you'll come back in because we don't want to miss anything with this phenomenal woman. Hello, everyone. This is One.On.Poetry. Hello, Nima L. Hello, the Bulgarian. She. Hello. Original Thought. Hello. All right. Takishi. Hello. Wow, what great names. The Kilo. Yeah. Hello. Oh man, this is wonderful. Blood Brother Mike. Hello. Hello. All right. Princess Banks. Hello. Yes. Our feature went out, and she's going to come back in so that we can get this thing going. Let's get her back in. Okay, well, Instagram is doing what it do. So let's see. I'm gonna have to bring her in this way again. We can't let Instagram's little problems stop us. We got shows to do. We can't play. We cannot play. I'm bringing you in now, Heather. Mhm. There she goes. Yes, she's back.
Yes.
And the screen is a little better too. Your reception is a
Okay.
little better.
Good.
So you were
I'm
talking about the 8 years of doing the private investigation.
yes. Yeah. Um,
Let me ask you.
I drove. I drove around a lot. I can tell you that much.
Okay. So after the private investigation, when did you start this poetry career of yours?
Um, Somewhere in the middle of that, I got back into writing poetry. Um, I want to say like 2009, something like that.
Wow.
Thereafter, I was invited to an open mic in downtown LA, hosted by Ariana Bosco, affectionately known as Lady Bosco. And that was such a beautiful experience for me.
Wow.
I
I remember her, Lady Bosco. I remember that name. Wow.
I'm,
Is
I,
she?
I call
Oh,
it
you froze
divorcing the
again.
church I was a part of.
Yeah. Now you have to say that again because you was walking around and we lost contact with you.
Sure. I was in the, can you hear me now?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. I was in process of what I call divorcing the church that I was a part of. And it was, whew, it was hard because I'm in a space and it's like, yeah, we love you. And then it's like, hey, I disagree with what you're saying. Blah, blah, skippity, blah. And then it was like, boo, you know.
Wow.
So the ostracism and stuff, um, it wasn't with everybody, yet it was prominent. So that was difficult and why I refer to it as a divorce. It really felt like this cutting off. And poetry, the actual writing of poetry, absolutely is a lifesaver. Um, has been since I was a teenager. And then also the act of going to an open mic or participating in the poetry community. And not to say that any one community is without its problems or whatever, because, well, we're all human
Yes.
and dealing with and we're all on different paths, dealing with ourselves in different capacities. So, what I can say for me at that time, it was healing. It was a healing
Yeah.
space for me.
Yes.
And
We're gonna. I'm sorry.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Okay. Well, we're gonna get into the healing aspect, but let me do something for the people. First of all, hello everyone. I'm William Washington, and this is One.On.Poetry. We're here tonight with the sensation, the beautiful, the powerful, powerfully written, and orally this magnificent Heather Parker. I know this woman. I never met her personally. I met her. I was supposed to meet her in New York when she traveled to New York, and I missed her by a half an hour. You know, when she went to the event, East Harlem, California. I missed her by a half an hour. But let me just tell you something about Heather. Heather Parker, aka Funky Sunshine, is a published author, lioness, relationship coach, Reiki master, teacher, and graduate of what is that? CBULA. What does that stand for?
California State University, Los Angeles.
Yes. She has performed on stages in New York City and Los Angeles. Her first book, Loving Alliance, Poetry and Life, Love and Eros, was released in 2016 via the World Stage Press. And she's holding that book up for you. She
I did.
is she is featured in a Heartbreak anthology released in 2015. She blends her love for spoken word, soul knowing, and training energy work to help people heal. A second manuscript is currently in production. Heather loves to travel, being creative, spending time with friends and family, and being in nature. You can frequently catch her watching documentaries or Marvel movies with her partner Cedric.
Uh-huh.
Community building, writing stories and poems, or playing with their dog Max. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker. Yes, yes, yes. Soul knowing healing. Now, let me jump the gun, young lady, and
Yes,
let me ask you something. We'll
sure.
get back to the poetry. We'll get back to the poetry, but is Reiki more of a religion or meditation? Explain Reiki to us.
Reiki is a Japanese form of energy healing. So it's neither. Um, although it is absolutely uh, spiritually connected, and that's because we are spiritual beings. We have a whole being. So our physical body, our emotional body, our energetic body. You know, there's all these things, and then we have our all mental, physical, uh, always talking to each other. We can't see it because they communicate via their votes. Yeah, we're part of this interaction. Yeah, so scientifically, we talk about frequency and the vibration, our energy field. That is a thing that, it expands almost like if we're in a globe, our own little globe, and it's just beyond the width of our arms is our energy field in a circumference, and we're constantly interacting with each other. So we're giving off energy. We're also getting people's energy, and we understand this practically if we're on stage and we're like, "Hey, I need your energy. Turn it up." Talking to the crowd, "Give it to me. I need your energy. Pump it up. Pump it up."
Yes.
And it's the same on a day-to-day basis. There's so many parts to life that are affecting us, and sometimes it's not even our own stuff.
Right.
Yet, because we're connected in a way, we might not be joined at the hip with people. However, most people have an energetic connection with their mother. Not everyone, because there's trauma. However, for the most part, we're designed to have that connection even after we're separated from the umbilical cord. It's like the way our moms sense us. It's the way the people that love us and know us are like, "You know what? You were on my heart today. I just had a feeling, so I called you to check in on you."
I just called to say,
Yeah.
Let me say hello to Denisha, Elise. Diego 12 is in the house. Hello. I'm back again is in the house. Hello. Miss Georgiana, how are you? Yes. Oh wow. Spanish Harlem. Here, she's amazing. Akish, I can always mess up his name. Akishi consulted. I love you, and I always mess up the name. I'm sorry. Kiana Pearl is in the house. Hello. Kay Wilson is in the house. Oh, you bringing them out? Original thought. Yes. Yes. You are bringing them out today. So, who are some of your poetic heroes or people that you looked up to?
Cool. This is a long list.
Well, give me five. Give me five from the list. If they don't, that way
Okay. Well, I always start with Shel Silverstein because that's my introduction to poetry, prose, and storytelling from being a child, outside of Dr. Seuss. And that's not on my list. Although Dr. Seuss is cool, that's not on my list. Let's see. I have to include Thea
You can give
Monier.
me more than five. Say that again. Say that again.
Thea. Let's see. I'm gonna include yes, Yassine Bey, because
You can give me more than five if you want. It's up to you.
Okay, thank you for letting me extend this list. Yeah, my friend Christina Dunbar, who I am part of her writing circle, she's so slick with it. Gosh, there's just so many people. Sonia Sanchez, sheesh.
Yes.
Poetry, Poetry Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
mean, I could do this all day.
Yeah, all day. Let me ask you, because we're going to get up to your poetry. I'm not going to have you waiting. We're going to have you performing very soon.
No problem.
How did poetry change for you post pandemic?
Post pandemic, poetry got real.
Yes.
For me, it was, and it might have been a thing that was already happening, yet it was clear as day that my voice has purpose, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't see things or I'm not feeling things, and um, I'm gonna speak up until the day I die. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's what changed.
Yeah.
So yes, I still like and believe that honoring the lovey-dovey parts of ourselves are important. Um, and it's also important to speak up.
Yes. I'm glad you said that because I felt the same thing. For me, it was a little bit different. After the pandemic, I realized that nobody really knows me anymore. You know,
Mm,
a lot of the people that came up with us,
that's a good point.
unfortunately, a lot of people passed away during the pandemic. A lot of poets,
Yeah.
just passed away. And it seems like the new breed of poets, they're into their thing, and they don't have time for us older poets or us elders or the legends of poets. They don't have time for us. It just seems that way. I could be wrong, but I had to reinvent myself after the pandemic. We've been doing poetry for so long, blog talk show, radio. We came up through all
Yeah.
that, and to have to start all over again seemed. Did you feel like you had to start all over again?
Oh, and also because
Oh, she's
I moved I moved from LA to Atlanta in 2016, and my partner and I moved back uh, in the summer of 2018. So there was already a disconnect for me because I hadn't been in the mix for almost 2 years. And
yes,
then you go into the pandemic, you know, like when we came back, we went to a couple of events pre-pandemic. And
yeah,
then with the pandemic, it was like, no.
yeah.
Plus, we live with my mom who's in her 70s. So I wasn't looking to be outside amongst people who don't wash their
That
hands.
that part,
So, yeah.
that part. Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, because I didn't, I eventually got COVID. That was in 2022, the fall of 2022. So I went that long, that duration without without contracting that.
Right. Wow.
And
Wow.
we were very serious
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the house.
You were.
And for that reason, like, lost
Mm.
a lot of family and friends,
Yes.
older, younger, everything in between.
Yes.
And people who are still experiencing issues from their long-term COVID effects and whatnot.
You're talking to
So,
you're talking to one. I taught it 3 times.
oh man,
The first 2 times almost took me out. The last time I didn't even know I had COVID. The last time I didn't even know I had no symptoms or anything like that. But it was just funny, and like you said, the life of a poet, we're afraid to go out. We want to go outside and recite and get back into the world, but we're afraid. And
yeah,
I it's just amazing that I'm still talking to you. You're still here in my life and all the other poets' life because I asked about you. I had a friend from the West Coast, and she speaks so highly of you. Every time I mention your name, she goes up into the chat about, oh, the Parker, oh man, and I'm like, she don't know that I know you. Like
right.
she thinks she's telling me something new that I don't know. You do know Egyptian princess? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, that's her, Mary. Every time I mention
yes.
your name, she just goes crazy. Oh, Heather Parker, blah, blah. And I'm looking at her like, woman, don't you know I know her? I was born yesterday. I know who's great in the world of poetry. You know, you know, I look at the videos. I mean, so she got a kick out of that when I told you. But yeah, every time I mention your name to a poet, West Coast, wherever, they know Heather Parker. I don't know if you know it, but you're very well known and very well appreciated and loved in the poetry circles.
Thank you.
Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we
You're
do this,
right.
and we think the world is against us and nobody loves us. And you'd be surprised how many people speak so highly of Heather Parker. I'm like, and these are great poets that I talked to. They know Heather Parker. They knew you as the Sunshine, right? What was it?
Funky Sunshine.
Yeah, that's who they know. They know Funky Sunshine. I'm like, wow, man, that is so amazing. Heather, I'm not going to keep these people waiting because it's late. They've been here since the beginning. They want to hear you. So what I want you to do, we'll take a little time out. I want to
Okay.
thank Outspoken. Oh, Egyptian Princess is in the house.
Hey,
She's in
Mary.
there. Outspoken Words is in the house. Diego 12 is in the house. Deep Thought Lyricist. Thank all you guys. Project Phase is in the house. Oh, you bringing them out. Kimberly S. Parker. Oh, that's you? Oh, no, that's somebody else.
No.
Complicated Passion. Hello, Kimberly. Complicated Passion is in the house. The Tashiki is in the house. The Belgian is in the house. I'm messing up these names, but y'all forgive me. The 11th hour is in the house. Hello. All right. Okay, I'm just messing these names up terribly. Donnie Michelle's in the house. Oh man. So listen, find the poem, Heather, so we can get this started. I want to play this little interlude before you start. Let's see. Did you hear me crying? Baby, it sounded a little bit loud. Yeah. That's the legendary Tina Marie. That's a soul. You know, I'm a big Tina Marie fan. You know, it's like her work reminds me of the life of you that I know. You know, the relationship part. I don't know it too personally, but you know, just in the way if things happen in your life, you always seem to bounce back. You always seem to find your answer. And so when I read your bio and I read about the Reiki, am I saying it right? Reiki or Reiki?
Reiki.
Reiki, like a Reiki.
Like a ray of sunshine,
Right.
and then key, the key you put in the door. Reiki.
Yes, Reiki. And when I read that, I said, that's Heather Parker. Because she'll find a way to get her spirit right, herself right, her life right. And I just smiled when I read your bio. You know, I put you up everybody's bio, so I know how to read it like I should, but it's just amazing. So with that said, Heather, are you ready to recite a piece?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Heather Parker, a.k.a., help me with that name again, a.k.a.
Funky Sunshine.
Funky Sunshine is in the building. She's going to recite to us a piece. Ladies and gentlemen, Funky Sunshine.
Thank you. I'm going to share from my book, Loving a Lioness, Poetry and Life, Love and Arrows, which is available on Amazon. Or you can go to the link in my bio because I get paid more if you buy it direct. So, truth be told, Amazon is quick, but direct is better. So, butterflies. Well, let me also say that this book is a collection of poems that describes my journey to loving myself through dating and whatnot.
Okay. Listen, Heather, and that's the best location you can get for your poetry, because every now and then it keeps buffering. I want to make sure that people hear you tonight. But if that's the best location, we can do it. We can do it. If that's the best spot for you, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker.
Thank you. Butterflies. Butterflies dance salsa. I feel them in my stomach. I feel them in the quickened, pulsing, surging through my body whenever our breathing matches. It's easy. Slow dancing. Your smile strums my skin whenever you look at me. Blood rushes to my cheeks, and then my body stirs, sitting still near impossible. You are electric, waking my innocence to suns rising amidst imperfection. We are jazz chaos. Nervous laughter breaks up our anxiety. Let us sow these seeds in this tilled tension, our minds fertile, our hearts nutrient dense. Loving through distance eases the bruising, yet touching skin is magic. Dancing in daydreams, these conga hearts beat similar. We barefoot on sand, warmed by sun and equator. The waves serenade our hips in slow motion. I fancy your electricity filled fingertips, lighting my senses, teaching my back new ways to arch. We release butterflies, and that's that piece.
My God. Wow. 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 Wait a minute. You got me all choked up. Who the hell started the poem? What's this? Butterflies Dance Salsa? Was that the Oh, my
Yeah.
God. My God.
Thank you.
I see the hearts going up on the screen. They met me say, butterfly. I was blown away from that point on. I mean, I could have not heard the rest of the poem, but that line is so amazing. See, people, this is what Heather Parker does. This is what Funky Sunshine does. That's why she got that name. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know, but you're going to find out tonight. My dear, as customary,
Yes.
I always ask, where were you when you wrote that poem in terms of eternal? What was it? What was in your spirit when you wrote that poem?
Whew. I was here in LA. My partner was I'm in
She froze
love,
up on us.
and
Yes.
I'm in distance. Okay, you got me back.
Yeah, I got
We're
you back.
long distance.
We're in LA. What? Say it again?
I was in LA. He's in Atlanta. Long distance. I'm in love, and it's just pure desire. That's like
Yeah.
everything that I felt and could feel between us. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Is he Latin? Is he Latin? May I ask? Does he have Latin background?
No, no. He's a
Did,
musician.
okay, that's that. Are you of Latin background?
No,
See,
although I do love Spanish.
okay, see,
However, that
yeah,
I know that's
no,
not all Latin, but
but
yeah.
that's amazing because I'm still confused as to that first line when you said it. I said she would have to either know someone or involved with the culture, and that shows what a great poet you are. That you can. Wow. You said that. You said that better than a Latin poet could say. I've never heard a Latin poet use that line. It's amazing. You know,
Thank
butterflies
you.
dance. Oh my God. I'm gonna be fucked up the whole night. Excuse my language. I'm gonna be messed up the whole night over that line. Butterflies dance.
I love it.
Heather, please, we got to hear you. Give us two more back to back. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker. Let me know when you find them and when you're ready to start.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay, this is titled Lawyers. I used to think lawyers were special, like they do something good, defend the defenseless, speak for the speechless, which would mean laws were good and justice was possible. That's why they get paid so much money and wear nice suits, drive fancy cars, send their kids to college because lawyers are good. Hypothetically, that might be true, yet in reality, it depends on the system. It depends on intention. It depends on motive. It depends on the human. Law and order is more than a lawyer. It is the sitting judge, too. If you can't prove their bias, they will say they upheld the law while charging you with a crime you didn't commit, or smear your good name, or let a real criminal get away with murder. Who made the law anyway? That says they're hiding something. Universal law doesn't give a rat's ass about class, sex, or white supremacy. It does not waver in its integrity because it just is. It is impartial. Humans are naturally partial, biased, and honest humans admit this. Honest humans with integrity don't mind checks and balances or accountability. But fools hate being corrected. While all cops may not be bad people. It's hard to separate the person from the system they uphold, especially when the system is ran by people who think they are better than other people, who starts fires just to extinguish them and say they're your hero, who creates laws that benefit their agenda, as in their selfish gain, and harm the people they think they are better than. Then they say all lives matter, not because they believe that, just to gaslight you. You who found your voice and stood up against injustice. You who reclaims your power every time you speak up. You who they intend to hold down because it profits their agenda, as if God can't see the haughtiness in their spirit, in their motive, as if God can't tell they are lying. Split-tongued creatures whose love of money curses everything they touch. And that's that piece.
Oh my God. Proceed. Yes.
Next piece is titled Bags.
Mm.
Bags.
I see Shooby Doo is in the house for you. Shooby Doo is here. For Human Story here. Oh my God.
Hello,
Sonia.
beautiful people.
Yes. Oh man. I'm just
Thank
stalling for time for you. You know, I'm
thank
giving
you.
you time to find it.
Bags. Bags. So many bags. Handbags, luxury bags, lunch bags, gift bags, travel bags, body bags. Bags filled with lipstick, phone chargers, money, food, clothes, crystals, books, gifts, babies, bodies. I got a new frame with satin lining, a fat zipper, all gold hardware. I can stuff it with my life. Wallet, makeup, emergency kit, phone charger, mints, bottle of water, book, zip it open, zip it closed. I stand a bit taller when I wear it. But lately, bags and zippers sadden me, anger me, break me. Or is it the images? Every day, the images. Babies, children, women, men, boys, girls, covered in dust after being recovered from rubble, after being dragged from dirt streets, after being gassed, bombed, or shot. When I close my eyes, I still see their faces, their blank stares, their stiff bodies, the babies, once rosy cheeks, now pale blue, once sweet lips moving, smiling, now stiff like their bodies, their little bodies stuffed into bags, so many bags, so many babies in bags, so many sweet souls stuffed into bags, while these governments stuff their pockets with bags because it's always been for the bags. They come for the oil, for the land, for the loot, for the bags, even if they have to stuff a bag with bodies, with babies, with moms, with dads, to bury the truth and live their lives, because it's always been about the bags. And that's that
My
piece.
My God. Wow, Heckler, come on now. Come on, the bags. This is what I'm trying to tell the people. I mean, we get some of the most dynamic poets on this show. Wow, man. You're not disappointed. Oof. I mean, that touched something in me. That really did. That really did. And I'm a guy. You know, well now the new guys are wearing bags now. But I'm just saying the subliminal in that, the symbolism of a bag. There's different kind of bags, those social bags, those economic bags, those the struggle bags, the happy bags. You just laid it down. I mean, so amazing. I mean, would you consider yourself, what type of poet do you consider yourself? Are you uh slam type poet? Are you a romantic poet? Are you just a realist? What type of poet are you on stage? How would you identify yourself?
Um, I have to give all credit to Christina Dunbar for is full range. And because I am a full-range human, I am also a full-range poet.
Yeah.
So no part of what I feel, see, experience is left out of poetry.
Wow.
When I started, I funneled things through love, and it was safe. It was safe when I first started going to open mics and doing things. It was safe, and there's that's beautiful. Love is beautiful, and butterflies do dance salsa.
Yes, they
And
do.
and when I open my Instagram page and I see these things, like people see these things, or I'm talking to other people or whatever the experience is, and the things that we need to talk about that for yeah, especially now. No, speak up, everybody, speak up, because the only people that don't want you to speak up are people who want to see you fade into the background.
Yes. Yes, they
And
want
we
to
are
hold.
not having any of that today.
Hey, we ain't got time for that.
No.
Heather, what would you tell the 16-year-old Heather Parker? What would you tell her? Or even just another person, a young person. What do you tell Heather Parker at 16? What advice can you give her?
I love that. I actually have a piece in my book called A Letter to My Younger Self. And what I said to her was that energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And
Yes.
no is a complete sentence.
Yes. Hey, you got to find that poem in your book and read it for us if you can.
I would love to do that.
So you can make it one of your next two pieces, because I got to get more poetry out of you.
Okay.
We waited years to get you on this show, Heather. But you're going to get your work out tonight. But before you start, if you have a Cash App or PayPal, or like you said, you pay,
Yeah.
type it in the comment section so I can pin it.
Okay.
Yes, like she would rather you get her book from her page, off her page, because like you said, she'll get more of the money. The more the royalties come to her that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get my glasses right so I can see it when I get them. Take your time, Heather. We got time with you. We ain't letting you get off easy. Not tonight. Mary T said, Heather is amazing. Yes. Don't I know it? Yes. All right. Scooby Doo is in the house. Yes. I'm trying to get that brother on the show. I got to talk to him. I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow morning. I have to talk to him, man. He's phenomenal as well. Oh, I see it. Okay. Yes. Let's see if these crooked fingers can pin that. Okay, there it is. Her PayPal love hp3 at gmail.com. All right, y'all got it there. It's on the screen. Support this young lady. You dig? The phenom. I don't want to call you an elder because you're still young. You're still young at heart. You're still young in poetry. But you're a veteran. Can I say that? You're a veteran poet. A veteran of the poetry scene.
Thank you.
Kenneth Johnson is in the house. Hey, DS is in the house. DSD. Them Days is in the house. I think I'm pronouncing that. All right, there you go. ND Trinity, hello. All right, I got it. Original thought. Yes, they loving you. They loving you, Heather. Come on now. How many more? You said two more or one more? Well, yours two more, right?
You said two more. So I'll let you tell me after I share a letter to me.
No, but I want you to save your best piece for last. That I do.
Okay.
So give us two more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is One-On-Poetry. I'm William Washington. I'm here with the dynamic, the sensational Funky Sunshine. Funky Sunshine is in now. Heather Parker.
Dearest HP, I wish I could reach back through time, grab you by the face, and tell you that I see you. I wish I could convince you hiding is unnecessary. The world is capable of holding you in all your glory and will in fact celebrate your beautiful shine. Yet I understand the challenge in believing something so wonderful to be possible when you feel invisible in your own home. One day her ignorance will make sense. She doesn't even know her pretending gave birth. You don't know this yet. However, people pleasing is a common pattern in alcoholic diseased families. You will teach your mother how to be honest. It will suck because you ache for her to guide you. She is unable. I wish I could raise the depths of hell to warn you of its dangers, explain to you that removing clothes with someone is a privilege, not a protocol. You are a goddess. Your body is a gift and yours to share with as you see fit. As you see fit. Sex may be physical, yet what happens when we love makes sex supernatural. Ascension is beautiful. Orgasms are healthy. Kissing someone can be more intimate than sexing. Take your time with it. Choose supple lips worth nibbling. Energy is real. If he feels ugly, then he is. It's okay to say no. A man who wants you will honor your boundaries. He will have his own. Sex is good. Be selective. It's okay to say no. I wish I could tell you everyone on the planet knows love. They do not. Humans often project their madness because dealing is not easy. Checking out appears easy. It never is. That thing will wait for you to sober, smack you in the nose, and shout its presence in your face so loud you think it's New Year's Eve. Your courage rivals the height of the Empire State Building. Speak your truth. Some people go so long unseen, yet we all want to be. Love is able and holds still in the mirror while we squirm around avoiding ourselves. I wish I could prepare you for death. I mean, the terrible emptiness that ransacks the heart when dad is no longer here, or the ache in the pit of your stomach when you call him to share good news, only to remember he will not answer the phone this time. The inability to stop your body from shaking and rocking while wailing emerges from your throat. How life stands still and nothing even matters. And it's all okay. Grieving is healthy. I'm happy to tell you this love for words and pens and writing moves people beyond what you can imagine. Keep at it. You do. And it's powerful. It's beautiful. Like you. Your soul is rare. Your essence brings joy to many. You find freedom. You are love's joy. And I love and accept you. And that's that piece.
My God. My God. Wow. Well, Heather, you're going to have to do those last 5 lines over again. They even typed it up on the thing. Tell her to do that last paragraph over again because you got cut out.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, you can
I'm
start from,
happy.
yeah, you can
What?
start from, you can start from wherever you
Okay.
want to start from, please.
I wish I could prepare you for death. I mean, the terrible emptiness that ransacks the heart when dad is no longer here, or the ache in the pit of your stomach when you call him to share good news, only to remember he won't answer the phone this time. The inability to stop your body from shaking and rocking while wailing emerges from your throat. How life stands still and nothing even matters, and it's all okay. Grieving is healthy. I'm happy to tell you this love for words and pens and writing moves people beyond what you can imagine. Keep at it. You do. And it's powerful, beautiful, like you. Your soul is rare. Your essence brings joy to many. You find freedom in forgiveness and strength in humility. You are love's joy. I love and accept you. And that's that piece.
Yes, my God, my God.
Ooh.
Breathing is healthy, and the wailing emerging from Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's on. You're on another level here, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, wow. Can you imagine that 16-year-old girl hearing that piece in today's world, in today's time? It would be so beneficial to them. It'll save their lives, or set their life on a more positive. Because they don't have it. A lot of young women and young boys today, they don't have what we had, the elders teaching us, because their elders were caught up in the crack epidemic. So a lot of them wasn't around to raise these children, to raise their village. And so people like you, Heather, you're vital, not just to poetry, but to our community, to our children. We need poets like you to step up and, like you said, keep talking. Don't be silent. Because if Heather Parker goes silent, then there's a young girl out there, young boy out there, who will get lost and eaten up by the system. They need you, Heather. So we need you, And let me just tell the people now, so I don't run out of no time, that tonight, One.On.Poetry is being blessed by the amazing, yes, phenomenal, the sensational Heather Parker, aka Funky Sunshine. Now I'm gonna mess up the other names, so I'm gonna be quiet on that. I'll let you say the other name, the new name.
What is the name?
Was it Soul Knowing Energy?
Soul,
Yes.
yeah. Soul Knowing Energy Healing is the name of my business. Because I teach and practice Reiki, which is a
Yes.
Japanese healing modality. Reiki means universal life force energy.
Wow.
So in energy healing, where it's really just about getting us back into a flow. It doesn't mean that you're broken or anything like that. It's really just about energy and clarifying. So
yes. Do you have a timetable for your next book? Do you have a timetable for it?
I'm my goal is to have my manuscript complete before August 1st. So possibly possibly in production before the year is over, if not in the spring of next year.
Wow, Heather, you are now a valued and loved member and family alum of One.On.Poetry. Congratulations.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy to have you. So I'm going to ask you, because like I said, I've waited years to get you on a show, whether live or on the internet. So would you rather have three pieces and then your final, or two pieces and then your final, or one piece and then your final? It's up to you.
Oh, I get more?
You can do two pieces and then your final if you like. I want to make sure I don't,
Okay.
I don't want to run out of time on you. We got time. You can do as many as you want. Let me just say this. You can do as many as you want, and then tell us when you're ready for that last piece.
Okay. I'll do two more and then my final piece, just to be respectful, because y'all are up late.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that's my stomach you hear bumbling and rumbling, but yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker.
I was hungry
As soon as our
earlier.
screen
I
stops
just ate
bubbling, we got to get it. Yes, Heather Parker.
Okay.
Now, come
on. Coming back to love. Trinkets, sweet gestures, acts of service. See, he serves me. Makes me coffee however I like it, regular with cream, iced with cream, mocha with froth. And oh, how I love the froth. He knows that. He takes the time to learn me. He knows me, sees me, holds me, lifts me up. He loves me every day and on purpose, every day and on purpose. Some days need extra intention. Some days are hard. A lot of days are hard right now, and we don't deny the hard. We be present to the intricacies. We dance with storms. We cry with weeping willows. We laugh with the sun rising. We celebrate living. He adores me. He adorns me. He gifts me, like with this bracelet, this sweet trinket, royal blue hamster hand, a Turkish delight. He delights me. It reminds me God is in this love, in his hands that hold mine, in his smile that brightens the day, in his expansive heart, in his eyes. His soul is so good. He relaxes the tightness my shoulders hold. He breathes me back to my heart. He sends me into song. He makes being in my body easier. He makes me crazy and he makes me laugh. We laugh a lot. We love a lot. We give thanks a lot. I thank God a lot for him, for this love, for us every day and on purpose. Every day and on purpose. And that's that piece.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wow. Wow. Correct me on that line. Is it he loves me every day and on purpose? Is that is amazing. That is amazing. He's a lucky man. He's who, come on. He got the hot chick and she's a poet. Come on, y'all.
Thank you.
Come on, man. Wow. Wow. Man. Oh, Christine, don't let me go on because I'll be gushing all night. Go ahead, girl. The mic is yours.
All right. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. You know,
Yes. Oh,
oh,
she's looking. Okay, there she
oh
goes.
no, I really want to go.
No, go
Oh, I
ahead.
have
Check
to
the
find
time.
it. I have to find it. Where
DMC
the
says
heck is
so
it?
great. Yeah, DMC says so great. Original thought. Gotta go, but love the show. Okay. Oh man, listen. You go ahead and find your piece. Take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
Therese Sims is in the house. Hello, dear. Oh man. Original thought said, love this. Love this one. Yes. White Pigeon Poet is in the house. Hello. Kenneth Robinson is in the house. Hello. Oh man. Listen. Oh, they love it. They love it and I love it, man. I'm so blessed to have you on a Monday night. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, wow. Yes. So what do you got coming in the future? While you're looking for that, what else is happening in the future for Heather Parker? Do you have a schedule?
Yes, in August 1st, I will be performing with 5 other women in a show called Shades of Red here in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Um, so when we have more information, I'll make sure to share. I'm excited. I, they've had shows previously, like before the pandemic, and I got to join them in their first show post pandemic last year, and it was incredible, intense, and awesome
Wow.
because it's poetry and storytelling, and it's everyone sharing their own stuff,
Yes.
and the way that it just weaved together so naturally. We didn't coordinate our pieces so much, like we wrote them at the same time or anything like that, and yet they all fit and fed into each other so that it made this
Have you
show that was
she's buffering a little bit. Okay, there we
okay.
go. I got you
Tell
back.
me
Okay.
from that.
Did you have you ever thought of doing a one woman show?
Yes.
You should, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I've received my downloads about what that looks like. So I'm definitely, it's in the idea stage at this point. However, I'm working that out too.
That's fine. Hey, listen, I'm afraid to fly, but if I get out there, I'll check you out. I'll take the
Oh, that would
I'll
be
take the
so
train for three
awesome.
days. I'll take the train for 3 days, but I'll get there. You know? Yes.
That is so sweet. Thank you. Mm.
Are we
Yeah.
having any luck on that front? Are you finding anything?
Well, not the one I wanted to, because I don't remember. I forgot the title. Oh well. Um, this it's something that I wrote a few years ago, and I found it recently, which I think is a funny thing. And I like to tell other poets this thing too. It's like sometimes we're writing stuff and it sits for a while because it's incubating. It might not be ready to come out just yet.
Yeah.
And there's a time and a place for things. So, I don't know. Here we go. Response to pain. That's the name. I heard pain is life's first child, one we all adopt. Familiarity breeds familiar tendencies, showing little mercy like family sometimes. I wonder how many children life has, hoping there's a few more. What are their names? Love, forgiveness, hope, perhaps a little joy. A full house, one family called life, life being one part universe. Universal truths apply, yin and yang, up and down, sunshine and rain, joy and pain. Pain hangs out at most of our houses for some amount of time, more for some than for others. When we invite the whole family over for dinner, we get the fullness of life, living life fully, fully loving life, embracing the pain, knowing love, forgiveness, and hope too. Let's introduce you to Joy. Joy comes in the morning. She's like breakfast. You any time of the day or night, balancing the seemingly endless time spent with pain. Life is one full house.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Take your time now. And if you do happen to remember the name of that poem, you know, so, wow, Heather, you got people really staying with you the whole night. They appreciate you. You
Thank
know,
you.
this has been amazing. Have you been to any of the big venues out there lately? What do you have? You have the Poetry Lounge. You have Swams. Have you been to any of them?
I have not been to a slam in forever, nor have I been to the Poetry Lounge. It's mostly because I am at this point caregiving for my mom. She was diagnosed with the onset of dementia last summer, so she's doing great and lucid. It's just too much time away from home is
Yes.
a little difficult right now,
Mm.
um, and that's
Well,
okay.
well, we
You
pray
know,
for
that's
her.
okay.
She's in good hands. She has you there, and give her my love also. You know,
Oh, thank you. I will. I will do that.
let her watch.
Ah,
Let her watch the show. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I will. Um, I found it.
Oh, great. So that
So,
no, so that one that you found, save it for your last piece. Now, so you're gonna give me another, and then that one.
okay. Well, this
I
is
mean,
nice.
it's up to you.
I
It's
got
up
to
to you.
pair it up
Okay.
because actually
No, no,
it's
we
it's
got
a
time.
piece I wrote in 2013 and I revised it um last year.
Oh, okay.
So if you're open to it, I'll share both
Yes.
versions.
Yes, let me segue you in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Okay.
one on poetry. Tonight we've been blessed all night with the amazing, the sensational, the wonderful, the beautiful Heather Parker, aka Funky Sunshine. And she's gonna take us home tonight. But before she does, I wanna again tell Heather how much we love her and we value you as a new member, a new alum here at One on Poetry. Um, okay, there she goes. I got it back. And then I always tell the people who come, and I want to thank them all for supporting Heaven tonight, but to let love, give love, but most importantly, love yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker.
Yes. First, just checking the. It was buffering for me a
Yeah.
little bit, so I wanted to make sure you could hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So this is a piece. We're just gonna call it the 2013 piece. I cry a little inside, considering the bigotry, the positioning, the misguided thinking, tearing us away from our humanity. Grown-ups, grandparents, aunties and uncles, moms and dads alike, dumbfounded by their participation in perpetuating lies, racism, thinking I'm better than you because our skin tones are different, our eyes shape different, our bodies shape different. It's like titanium walls built so high to keep those people away, to keep those people out. I'm civilized, they cry, elevating themselves to some level of divinity non-existent in any holy creed I've read. Racism throws humility off the freaking cliff. Let's talk Alps deep, distancing oneself from another, from some notion based in deceit. When you were 3 years old, you played together easily. Rifts form, dissension, not because children can't forgive. No, hatred is bred incessantly. An evil pattern hardly cringed upon, yet it carries the same weight and destruction as your uncle molesting your daughter. Racism, some pink elephant in the room. Grown-ups refuse to acknowledge. All the while, children feel the divide because hatred isn't something you can hide. And I cry a river inside. So to speak to this, one of my mentors, Tony Haynes, told me, like, you ever get writer's block, you really don't have writer's block. So just write something down, put it in your journal, come back to it, whatever. And like I was saying a little earlier, we write things and sometimes they're not ready to come out. They are just sitting there to incubate, and they will come forth when they're needed. And finding that piece that I wrote in 2013 was such a gift. It was such a gift for me because who I was in 2000, I'm not who I was in 2013. And my writing has expanded since 2013. And with that, I'm going to leave you with the revised piece. And it goes a little something. This is my last one.
Okay. So this is your last one. Big City Poetess is in the house supporting you.
Hey, sis.
The Jabber Glove or something like that is supporting you. I can't see. Yeah, Jabber Glove.
Wait, let me put my glasses on too.
Listen, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't see the name right. I'll spell it right and pronounce it right. But ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker is going to take us out tonight. Funky Sunshine herself. The mic is yours, man.
Thank you. And here is the revised 2023 piece. I weep like Jesus wept as I consider the bigotry, the self-righteous positioning, the misguided thinking, tearing us away from our humanity. It doesn't matter who the person is. Racism corrodes the soul like cancer corrodes the body. Racism isn't always obvious. Racists don't always fly big old flags from the back of their trucks. Racists don't always tell you to go back to where you came from. And I think that's intentional. I think that's why the Ku Klux Klan got away with terrorizing people in the middle of the night, burning crosses on front lawns, throwing bricks through windows, setting whole houses on fire, setting whole bodies on fire, hanging whole bodies from trees and setting them on fire. They are teachers, judges, grocers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, moms, and dads by day, but their faces hidden under hoods by night. And I'm dumbfounded by their participation in perpetuating lies for believing them in the first place. Racists think I'm better than you. They took the narrative that darker skin means savage and ran with it, use it to justify stealing, lying, and killing. Racists mock our differences. Our eyes are shaped different. Our bodies are shaped different. Our skin is hued different. It's dumb. Everything in the universe is diversified. Variants are everywhere, and God is creative. God is generous. God is abundance. Yet racism is greedy. Racism is like titanium walls built so high, so thick to keep those people away, to keep those people out. I'm civilized, they cry, elevating themselves while brutalizing others. Racism is vengeful. Racism throws humility out of the window. It's deceitful. You are not more important. You are not better than anyone. Racism is hatred, and hatred is bred into our being. Racism is unnatural. Its systems profit those who perpetuate it intentionally. The idea of supremacy is intentional. It carries the same weight and destruction molestation does. It just tastes a little different. Pretended away. Racism is a pink elephant in the middle of your living room. To acknowledge it, do you? Denial is a bitch, not a river. We can feel it. Children see the divide. Racism may be subtle, but it isn't something you can hide. It's not something you can hide from because it oozes from your soul. One bitter word, one bitter face, one act of rage. It sears your conscience. You are numb to it. You justify the hate you project. You justify the harm you cause, but God remembers. When you hung her from a tree, when you spat in her face, when you called her savage, when you stole her land, when you pissed on her and called it rain, when you choked her to death, when you touched her hair without asking, how do you make peace with God when it was you that killed her? How do you make peace with God when you are the reason she weeps? And that is that peace. Thank you, kind of.
My God, ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker, but you're not done yet, Heather. Heather, you're not done. When you said that line, you can taste it, right? Finish that line, start that line again, finish it, and then finish the poem again.
Wait, say what line?
When you said she could taste it or something, you could taste it.
Oh, sure.
Yes. They need to hear that. You buckered out. So they need to hear that last part. That was amazing.
Sure. Racism is unnatural. Its systems profit those who perpetuate it intentionally. The idea of supremacy is intentional. It carries the same weight and destruction molestation does. It just tastes a little different. You still can't wipe the salt of it from the soul, though. You can't pretend it away. Racism is a pink elephant in the middle of your living room. Do you refuse to acknowledge it? Do you bury your head in the sand to avoid it? Denial is a bitch, not a river. We can feel it. Children see the divide. Racism may be subtle, but it isn't something you can hide. It's not something you can hide from because it oozes out from your soul. One bitter word, one bitter face, one act of rage, it sears your conscience. You are numb to it. You justify the hate you project. You justify the harm you cause. But God remembers when you hung her from a tree, when you spat in her face, when you called her savage, when you stole her land, when you pissed on her, choked her to death, when you. How do you make peace with God when it was you that killed her? How do you make peace with God when you are the reason she weeps? And that's that peace.
My God. Ladies and gentlemen, One-On-Poetry featuring the one and only Heather Parker. My dear, you were just simply amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know how to say it, but we need to have you back here in a few months, all right, for your encore performance. Because
Thank you. I love it.
When we bring you back next time, we want you to prop that phone on something so you don't have to hold it in your hand. Because we need to.
Well, maybe Instagram will let me back in on my computer.
No, you were amazing. You were amazing, and I just want to thank you so much for sharing your life, your loves, your politics, your spiritual, your eroticism, all that entails Heather Parker, Funky Sunshine. You shared it tonight. Let me say how we said it in New York. You showed your ass tonight. You really did. Mama, sorry about the language, but yeah, she
Thank
really
you.
did. Now I know. Now I know who is Funky Sunshine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about Funky Sunshine. I know Heather Parker, but I didn't know Funky Sunshine. I want to thank you so much for coming through. I wish you nothing but the best. My love
Thank
for
you,
your
Jaden.
mother. You know, and don't be a stranger anymore. You're a family member now. If days get tough for you and you can't go outside, hit me up and we'll put you on the screen for 10, 15 minutes just to let you get everything you
Thank
need to get.
you.
You know, I mean, this show is like that. We have people just come back and just get things off their chest. Anybody
Thank
in our
you.
group you talk to, your family now, you go to that page with all the shows. If
Yes.
you find somebody
Right.
close to that you it can uplift you, please be free
I
to
love it. Thank you.
come in. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker was here on One.On.Poetry. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me. It is my honor,
Yeah,
truly.
thank you for having us. We love you and thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Parker. Funky sunshine. Funky sunshine. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. I'll find you out. Okay.
All right, then.
All right. Good night, everybody.